What's going on, guys? Death Nation coming back to you again today. Now, this video is me adding my personal experience to a video I recently saw by Darkstardude 8000. Now, he was ranting about Gamestop, and his rant about Gamestop was he was looking for a copy of Rayman Origins, and all the Gamestops he's called said yes, they had it in, but it's the last copy, so it's the saran wrap's off, and the disc has been pulled out. Now, I worked at GameStop for 2 years. I started towards the bottom. I was the lowest key holder, and then about a year after working there, I got my own store. The reason that we pulled games, out of the cases, put the cases out on the floor, were for display purposes. Yes, we could have easily, if we had extra cases, just print something out and put that up. But that's not GameStop policy. GameStop policy is you take anywhere between 1 and 4 of the same title, open it up, take the disc out, put the disc in a tamper-proof envelope, and put a sticker on the back that's also tamper-proof. Put the price tag on the front, put our barcode on the back. Sometimes we would pre-owned put the barcode on the back. So we just put the price on the front and stick the case out on the floor under new releases. Now, the reason that we did this and that it was our policy was so that, people could see that the game was out. The reason for the tamper-proof thing was because if you bought that last copy, that last floor copy, and you brought it back to us and that seal was broken or the envelope was ripped, something like that, we would know that you had opened it and it is now an opened game. Even though technically, I agree with you, Darkstardude, this is technically an open game once the saran wrap's off. But I digress. Now, you're worried and you felt that the games themselves were used. I regret to inform you, this is the case a lot of times. When I worked for GameStop, I got paid next to nothing. So, I don't care about, spilling some of this stuff. When an employee wanted to sign out a brand new game, they were told if we had enough copies and they could sign out a game, they were told to take the floor copy. So they would take the case off the floor, put the CD or, whatever it was, into the game box, tear off the tamper-proof envelope, the sticker, throw that in the garbage, take the disc home, play it for 1 to 4 days, bring it back, put it back in a tamper-proof envelope, stick a sticker back on the back of it, put it back in the box, put the CD away, put the box back out on the floor, and still sell it brand new. The other thing that would happen is people would not like a game. So maybe 1 or 2 days after the game was released or after a person had picked up a game, we would start getting returns and they say, oh, it's broken, it doesn't work. So a lot of times we would test the game after the customer had left, and if the game worked, it would go back out on the floor as a new copy, just a floor copy. If we had enough floor copies already, we had a shrink wrapper in the back of the store where we would just stick the game back in there and shrink wrap it up so it looked like it was a brand new game. Now, these practices aren't very nice, and it's really deceiving the customer. And I agree with you, Darkstar, that this is something that needs to be stopped. It's not illegal, but it really does, grind on the gears of the consumer. And a lot of people don't have any place else to go for their games. I don't know about, the people out there on the internet, but I actually am lucky enough to have a play-in trade down by my house, which they do the same thing, they gut it and stuff, but I know the guys down there very well. Their integrity is very high, and those games don't get played, but I personally still won't buy a floor copy because I worked at GameStop for so long. And I know what they'll do, and I know what has happened to discs. But that's all. I just wanted to add, my information out there to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely go check out Darkstardude 8000's video on his GameStop rant. But I'm Death Nation, and I'm signing out. Peace.